Namaskaram to all viewers of Jyotirmarg. Dear viewers, in our last episode, we followed Arjun to Manipura and then to sacred spots near the southern ocean. Finally, Arjun meets Vasudeva Krishna at Prabhasa. Krishna then took Arjun to a very beautiful place situated in the Rataka mountains. As per Krishna's instructions, in advance, all arrangements had been made there for their stay in a very comfortable manner. There were performers, dancers and musicians, tasty food and very soft and comfortable beds to sleep. Krishna listened with great enthusiasm about all the places Arjun had visited and about the people that he had met during his travel. Thereafter, the next day, they went to Dwaraka. The whole of Dwaraka, including houses, shops and buildings, and even roads and gardens, were decorated for welcoming that great hero. And all citizens of Dwaraka, which included the Bhojas, Vrishnis, and Andhagas, received Arjun and hailed him with great respect, love, and affection. In Dwaraka, Arjun lived in Krishna's palace, both of them spending time together very happily. Within a few days after Arjun's arrival in Dwaraka, there was a great celebration at Rataka. The mountain and its surroundings were decorated, and entertainers and performers who had arrived in groups made it a feast for the eyes and ears of all who had come there. And all those artists were well rewarded to their mind's content with gifts and presents in cash and kind. King Ugrasena arrived with his family, surrounded by great heroes like Pradyumna, Satyagi, Akrura, and Sarana. The people of Dwaraka dwelled the mountain and its valleys, watching the performers and enjoying the dance, music, and tasty food. Krishna's brother Balarama, with his wife Revati Devi, and their friends and relatives were also seen happily enjoying the shows and going around those beautifully decorated mountain and its valleys. Young men and women, well dressed and wearing different kinds of jewels and ornaments, were seen singing and dancing and happily walking around and talking to each other. Endless wealth was being donated to all those who came forward to receive them. And then there was Krishna and Arjun, who went around together watching and enjoying all the great events and performances. In between, Arjun saw Subhadra, who looked like a celestial princess in the midst of several friends and maids who were accompanying her. Forgetting everything, Arjun stood there for a while, watching Subhadra in all her divine grace and charm. Seeing Arjun in a spellbound state, Krishna spoke to him jokingly. Krishna said, "What happened to the one who was supposed to be traveling in the forest and visiting holy spots? Is he now dwelling in Manmadha's territory?" "Oh Arjun, that is my younger sister Subhadra. Looks like your mind is not in your control anymore. If you are serious and if it is your wish, I shall talk to my father for you." Arjun said, "The daughter of Vasudeva and the sister of Vasudeva Krishna, if she is my wife, I shall feel like I have conquered all three worlds. O Janardana, please advise me, what method should I adopt to obtain her?" Krishna said that Swayamvara is a system which is most popular among kings, but there is no guarantee about who will be the ultimate winner in this type of marriage. So Krishna suggested abduction, or taking the girl away by one's own valor and strength, which is also a system acceptable to the Kshatriyas. Having decided this, they sent a fast messenger to Yudhishthira and sought his permission for going ahead with this plan, and Yudhishthira gave permission without any second thoughts. Thereafter, the next day, Arjun received information that Subhadra is proceeding to the Rataka mountain. Krishna had given his golden chariot to Arjun, which was pulled by two renowned horses, Shaibya and Sugriva, that were fast like the wind. And that chariot was fully loaded with all kinds of weapons. Wearing armor and hand gloves made of leather and equipped with a sword, Arjun mounted that magnificent chariot and set off towards the Rataka mountain in the disguise of going for hunting. Meanwhile, Subhadra had visited all the temples in that mountain, and also she received blessings of the Brahmins. Thereafter, Along with the maids and few guards who were accompanying her, she was now on the way to the city of Dwaraka. At that time, Arjun arrived there and pulled that princess into his chariot and drove fast in the direction of Indraprastha. The maids and few armed attendants who were with Subhadra cried aloud and ran to Dwaraka. Approaching the court of the Yadavas, they explained everything to the court officer, who immediately sounded the alarm used for emergencies. And within no time, thousands of great heroes of the Bhoja, Vrishni and Andhaga races reached there and took their seats in that court. That assembly of heroes looked like the council of celestials in Devlok. Then that officer of that court informed them that Subhadra had been abducted by Arjun, whereupon those warriors stood up boiling with anger and shouted to each other to get their weapons and to mount their horses and chariots and to follow Arjun. They wanted to rescue Subhadra after defeating Arjun. Thereupon Balarama stood up. Very fair in complexion, he was tall and well built like the Kailasa mountain, wearing garlands of fresh and fragrant wild flowers and attired in blue robes. When Balarama addressed them in his thundering tone, that assembly became silent, and they all stood waiting for him to speak. He brought to their attention the fact that Krishna is sitting silent and that they are behaving like fools by jumping into conclusions and decisions without listening to what Krishna has to say in this matter. Then those men said that it's true, and they all took their seats once again. Addressing Krishna, Balarama said, "O Achyuta, O Janardana, why are you keeping quiet? For your sake only, we all showered our love and affection on that son of Kunti who is your best friend. But that scoundrel has now proven that he doesn't deserve our respect. What he has done now is like breaking the plate after eating from it. Even if he had wanted something, he could have talked to us about it rather than adopting this outrageous method. Now he has insulted Subhadra and all of us also. O Govinda, you agree with me, and all alone I shall wipe off the Kurus from the face of this earth." When Balarama stopped, Krishna addressed the council like this: "I think that Arjun has not insulted us. Instead, he has enhanced our name, fame and self-respect. Arjun is perhaps not in favor of the Swayambara system of marriage, which is a matter of luck where the participant doesn't have any role to play. In all probability, he doesn't find any glory in accepting a bride like a cow being donated. And then the father gives away his daughter in marriage along with an exchange of wealth and gifts from both sides, which according to him may be like a matter of buying and selling. Arjun is well versed in all Vedas and Shastras, and he is an exponent of Satya and Dharma. So he must have thought about all these things before choosing this option. An abduction or theft takes place when there is value in whatever is being abducted. Obviously, Arjun is not looking for the huge wealth that we would have given him as gifts had the marriage been conducted in a traditional manner. Instead, he must be of the opinion that our Subhadra is more precious than all the wealth that we could have given him as gifts of marriage." Listening to these words of Krishna, the anger and insulted feelings of that assembly melted like snow in the sun, and the feelings of love, respect, and affection returned to their minds. But Krishna didn't stop there, but continued like this. And we should also remember that abduction of this nature is allowed as per the Kshatriya Dharma. Subhadra is renowned for her beauty, patience, and respectful behavior and other virtues. And in all worlds, Arjun is renowned as a warrior and hero. He is born in the race of greats like Bharata and Shantanu. His mother Kundi is none other than the daughter of our own Kundi Bhoja, and as such, she is my aunt. And at the end of it all, no one on this earth, alone or with the Chaturanga army also, will be able to defeat Arjun. It has been said by the celestials also that Arjun is invincible in all three worlds except for the three-eyed Lord Shiva. Mahadeva is the only one who has the energy and capability to face and win over Arjun. With the divine weapons at his command, single-handedly he can face the whole world. Moreover, he is now using my chariot and horses, which are also invincible. And also, think about this situation. Like, we choose to fight with Arjun, and Arjun defeats us and goes to Indraprastha with Subhadra. How will we face this world after such a disgrace? So, reconciliation is our best option and also our only option. And there is no disgrace in reconciliation. When Krishna ended his speech, that assembly unanimously agreed that what Krishna has said is true and correct. And then they followed Arjun, stopped him on the way, and with pleasing and meaningful words brought Arjun and Subhadra back to Dwaraka. Dear viewers, here ends this chapter of our rendering of Rishi Vedvyasa's timeless epic Mahabharata. Hari Om.